Well, like I said, there's a lot of different ways to make yourself healthy, and I think that's being suppressed a lot. And
Yes.
one of the ways that I was really excited about, since me and my brother have kind of fallen into a CBD business together,
Yeah.
is that there's a lot of promising research on CBD right now to help boost your immune system. That's been out there for a while, but there's a few that I'm still waiting to hear completely on the results of that were, COVID patients. So I'm excited about that. I'm sure we all are
Well,
in the CBD world. There's a way we can help people.
there's been some
Yeah.
Israeli scientists who've studied on that, and there's a lot of promising results from it, because mainly one of the final stages of the basically whenever COVID goes into final stages, it's SARS, um, you know,
Right.
respiratory inflammation.
That's what
Yeah.
they're calling it. Yeah.
Or R's, or whatever they want to call it.
They got a
It's
lot of cool.
respiratory syndrome, and
Yeah.
that's because of inflammation.
Right.
And what, in my opinion, what I've seen from the researchers that the FDA and the CDC don't want anybody to know is that CBD and other stuff like turmeric and ginger are anti-inflammatories,
That's correct.
and anti-inflammatories will keep the death rate of COVID down. And in my opinion, I don't think
That seems to be logical to me. And so, yeah.
there's CBD is proven that it is the most powerful anti-inflammatory known to science. So that's why doctors
me and Jeffrey about a year ago basically had an opportunity fall in our lap to make an ultrasonic by means of using an ultrasonic machine, able to bind the CBD molecule with water. And nobody else is really doing what we're doing. Not too many people, at least. Most people are using coconut oil and things like that, which are fine, except for the fact that it takes a lot longer for your body to metabolize those things. And so what's really awesome about our product is that you put a few drops under your tongue and it's instantly put into your bloodstream, because it's basically water and CBD. And the other product we have happens to contain turmeric and ginger on it. This is the Texas Outlaw CBD, is the brand name that I plan to use, or I am using now. And this is the green label one is just straight CBD with no THC whatsoever. And this one's also no THC whatsoever. It's called Gold Rush, but this one contains turmeric, ginger, and piperine, which is also a pretty interesting ingredient as well, because it helps the body absorb things.
Piperine is really amazing. I've read into piperine. Even the Romans would demand that they would get an equal weight of black pepper to gold for their tribute, because it was so valuable in the use of treating wounds for their military.
Piperine is basically a black pepper extract.
Yeah, it's black pepper extract. And what scientists have found is that whenever you add black pepper, say for instance turmeric, your liver usually just pushes turmeric straight out of your body. You're only going to get 3-4% maybe, but what happens when the black pepper, what's called extracts called piperine, whenever that gets into your liver, it basically works kind of like in football you have your blockers. It blocks your liver from flushing out the turmeric, so your body can get benefits from the turmeric. And this works for all nutraceuticals. It works for turmeric, it works for ginger, it works for CBD, and there's graphs. But yeah, I was talking to Uncle Mike about it, and he had a guy that they got into some carpenter bees, and it tore both of their asses up. Really? I mean, they had stings all over. And
Michael too?
Yeah, he had a few on him. So they were, of course, you get stung by a bee, you're going to be hurting. So he took the CBD roll-on and put it onto the stings, him and the other guy, and he said less than 5 minutes that they were not hurting anymore.
Wow.
And the swelling was almost gone. So the dude,
I've seen it works too many times. It works. It also works for anxiety, I
Mm-hmm.
I'm not an anxious person. I'm a pretty laid back guy, but I will say, when I've got a lot on my plate, I got a lot of things going on. I'll start feeling that feeling. What am I going to do? I don't have that feeling anymore since I've been taking the CBD. I just take care of business one step at a time. And I think that was my biggest personally thing. I'm in fairly good health for my age. And I don't have any outlying health issues, and I don't have a lot of that kind of things going on. So I didn't think it was going to benefit me. But then after I started taking it, because I'm getting it for a good price,
Mm-hmm.
I was amazed. And I had so many little old ladies come and hug my neck and say thank you, because I can get up and down the stairs to my apartment now. I was having a hard time doing that. My knees aren't aching anymore. And I
Mm-hmm.
can't believe like 6 or 8 drops of this is all I got to take to be able to function properly. And that's the other thing that I love about our product is you don't have to take a ton of it anymore. If
Yeah.
you take the full dropper of the coconut oil based CBD to get the same potency that you get out of 6 or 8 drops of ours.
Yeah, you're only going to be getting 6 to 10% of absorption with their products. With ours, you're going to be getting 80 to 90%
Right.
absorption. That's why you can, because it's so small, it's on the nano scale. You can put it on your skin, and it helps out. So if you have like bug bites, stuff like that, it'll put it on there, and it absorbs down in there, and it takes it away. I mean, I'd see get a little bite on a kid's legs or somebody's legs, a bee sting, or even the other day when I burnt my thumb real bad.
Oh, what'd you do?
And it was we burn your skin is intense pain. I put the CBD on there, and then it's like it stopped it, like boom,
Wow, that's interesting.
instantly,
I know-
instantly.
Did you just put the straight CBD or did you put the turmeric and ginger stuff?
The turmeric on there. I put it with the turmeric on there, and what's really awesome is it didn't really form a blister.
Hmm.
It just, I mean, it had a little bit of well, usually you're gonna have a big brown tall blister. I kept putting it on there a couple of times a day, and it had kind of made like a little bit of a white kind of a callus, but eventually it just went all the way back down,
That's
and the
crazy.
skin was back to normal. And it took about 2 weeks, but eventually the skin just peeled. It did peel off, but it was like new skin underneath it, actually. So it
Right.
was
Wow.
pretty dang
That's
amazing.
interesting.
Pretty awesome.
But yeah, definitely. Jeffrey's product is called Encapsule. It's the same as ours, the same as mine.
Yeah,
Um,
it's just a different, different label. Same.
different label. Encapsule
Same.
CBD. It's hard to see. There you go. That was a better shot than what I did. And so it is a very nice product. You can go to, is it encapsulecbd.com? How do you have
Yeah,
it?
capsulecbd.com.
We'll put a
Yeah.
little graphic down here after we get done. And
Yeah.
mine is Texas Outlaw CBD. And basically, like I said, the same product. I do have a couple of different products that I'm selling that I'm private labeling from another company. It does have a full spectrum CBD in it, and it's this muscle rub right here. That is it's a topical that you put on. It's great for sore muscles. I stand by this guy. He's a fantastic guy that I met out on the road doing art shows with my lovely wife Lacey, and he has become a really good friend of mine. And I'm working on some gummies. I got the gummies ready to go. I'm just working on labeling right now, and those are also available. Being the gummies, so CBD full spectrum CBD gummies. So we got a lot of interesting and exciting things on that, but that's beside the point. Just wanted to definitely plug our products. Also, my wife's website is daltondesignsonline.com. Some of the finest jewelry you can find in Texas. She's won best of show at several art shows, back when we had art shows and things like that. So definitely check us out. We make everything handmade on that. We have our own lapidary shop out here in the middle of the bunker in Texas.
Well, I mean, I think what you could do here soon is y'all could have a virtual art show. I really think that would be something
We've
that
talked about it. There's a couple of
into.
different artists that we've talked about getting involved in that. Definitely is in the works. We'll see how that all works out, because it's basically going to have to be a Zoom thing. I don't know how it would work if you have customers coming in, So I guess you would do something
It'd be
similar
more
to
like a QVC thing.
Yep, it'd have to be something like that. And
like that.
maybe that'll take place. This is just, like I said, this is more or less a practice run for us anyway. And I kind of wanted to see if we can get through this. But yeah,
there's a guy from Australia. I think it's called Art in Your Life. Graham Stevenson, I think is his name. And he does a really good show. It's kind of like Texas Country Reporter.
Okay.
But he goes to different artists' studios.
Okay,
And he
I
kind of
have seen it now that you.
oh, he's totally awesome. So yeah, he goes to all their studios. He promotes their art. He lets them basically. He does the little intro. He talks to them for a few minutes and says, "Hey, the floor is yours. Let's see your creation process." And then he goes through and he shows the
I saw
people.
one of his episodes accidentally. I think I know who you're talking about.